What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video want to drop? Hit the notification bell. Let's get into this. Can the Knicks keep their streak alive going against one of the loneliest teams? One of the worst. I'm gonna say it like that. One of the teams that's going seem to be going backwards in the NBA. And if you look at the Brooklyn Nets and you look at them on the paper, you would say, they're not a bad team. They have players, but the thing about it, the next players individually, they are good players, but they are complementary pieces, if you know what I mean. Like on a contending team, each one of these players, when I say each one, I'm really talking about the starting unit and the six man Dinwiddie would come. Each one of these players would be a good complementary piece on a contending team. Somebody like Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics. A piece on that team, they would be really good. But when you throw all these guys together, it don't work because neither one of these guys have that it factor. They don't want to be the man. I'm not gonna say they don't want to be. They just can't be, in my opinion. I might be wrong. Y'all tell me in the comments because I know I might have some Brooklyn Net fans watching this channel as well. But when I look at this team, it's not made up to really compete. So I don't really know what the general manager was thinking about when they put this team together. Right now, if you ask me, before we hit that trade deadline, the Nets can really, because they might as well just start rebuilding. And like I just said, the pieces that they have, the individual players, they would fit well on contending teams. So right now, if I was them, I'll be shopping cats, getting me some high draft picks or draft picks compiling, getting rid of some of these contracts. I know they high on Bridges and they don't want to get rid of him. He's a piece they can keep. Cam Johnson is a piece I can keep too. But you start looking at, let's say, um, what's his name, with Claxton. I would definitely think about trading Claxton. I know he's a exciting big man, get up and down the floor, but I will see what I can get back for him and what I can put around Bridges and Johnson. All right, let's get into this video real quick. Injuries. We all know Mitchell Robinson out. Hartenstein is a game time decision. There's actually rumors going around that the Knicks might be interested in Gafford for the Washington Wizards. Ben Simmons. Did Ben Simmons play a game this season? I know he's been out since November. It's like the Nets really this ever since they made that trade for Ben Simmons, they've been going downhill. Sharp is out. Um, Key players is Mikal Bridges, Julius Randle. Mikal's averaging 21 points. Randle 24 points. The last time we meet them, we did beat them. I'll get to their scores in a minute. New York Knicks right now is 26 and 17. They're fifth in the East. Brooklyn Nets 17, 25, 11th in the Eastern Conference. The Nets are 1 and 4 against Atlanta Division. The Atlanta Division, they give up 115 points. Uh, and they've been outscored by a point each game. If you break it down, you seen them get blown out some games. I hate when they do that, them statistics. But the Knicks are 18 and 10 against Eastern Conference opponents. New York ranked third in NBA with 43 rebounds per game. They led by Julius Randle, averaging 9.3 rebounds. Uh, the Nets score 114 points per game, 3.6 more points than they did. Then the New York Knicks is giving up. That's 110 points the Knicks give up. On an average, the Knicks is making 13 threes a game this season. That's zero point 0.5 fewer per games than the Nets is giving up. So this is going to be it's not going to be a really interesting game because the Knicks have been dominating teams that's under 500, and I don't expect anything different from tonight. But anything can happen. That's why I'm saying, can we keep this streak alive? Keeping the streak alive. The two teams squared off. This is the second time for the season. The first time the Knicks played them, we defeated them 121 to 102. That was the last meeting. It was December 21st. Randle led all scorers with 26 points. Cam Thomas led the Nets with 20 points. Uh, Top performance tonight, as I said, should be Mikal Bridges. He is averaging 21.4 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.7 assists. Thomas is averaging 16 points over the last 10 games for the Brooklyn Nets, and Randle is averaging 24.1 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. Denver Cheeto been averaging three 3 pointers made per game over the last 10 games. Excuse me. And if we talk about the last 10 games, let's get into them last 10 games. The last 10 games, the Nets are 2-8. They average 108 points a game, 43 rebounds, 26 assists, and 8 steals with 4.7 blocks, while shooting 43.4% from the field. While their opponents is averaging 114 points a game. The Knicks, on the other hand, we're 8-2, average 114 points per game, 50 rebounds, 25.4 assists, 7 steals, and 5.3 blocks while shooting 47% from the field. Their opponents have been averaging just over 100 points with 100.4. Injuries, as I said, the Nets is missing Day'Ron Sharpe, Dariq Whitehead. I was interested in Dariq Whitehead, or however they pronounce his name, and Ben Simmons. Like I said, Ben Simmons haven't been playing for a while. Isaiah Hartenstein's day-to-day with his ankle, and Mitchell Robinson out for the season. Now, all right, let's jump over to the season leaders. You got Jalen Brunson with 25 points. You got Mitchell Robinson. I don't know why they got him up here. He's out. You got Brunson leading the team in assists, Mitchell Robinson in blocks and steals. Ben Simmons, like I said, Ben Simmons. They got two guys. Sometimes I don't like looking at the stats when they put these guys, but that go to show you right now. Um, what can I say? What do it show you? Ben Simmons haven't played since November 6th. He's still leading the team in reboundings. He's still leading the team in assists. So the Nets, like I said, if you look at this at a team, individual players, they have a nice team. You know what I'm saying? They have a nice team, but they just don't stack up. They just don't gel. It just they need a LeBron James. I'm not saying LeBron James should go to Brooklyn, but I'm saying they need a player like that. Just bring the team together, orchestra, Jalen Brunson type player. Just think about the state the New York Knicks was in before we got Jalen Brunson. Just everything slowed down, control. And when I said they need that it factor, the person that want to be the man on the team, that's what we have in Jalen Brunson. And they don't have that type of player on the Nets. So I'm expecting the New York Knicks to go out there and manhandle the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You think the Knicks going to go out there and do what they're supposed to do? If we look at how they match up for the season, real quick, I know I went over their points already, but we just look at them. They're 19th in scoring. The Knicks is 15th. Field goal percentage, we're 20th. They're 26th. Free throw, they're 27. We're 16. Three-point shooting, they're 16. We're 11th. When it comes to three-point made, we're 10th. They're 8th. They actually made 76 three-pointers. We made 570. So we only six 3-pointers behind them. And they do have better three-point shooters. But then you have to think about our players. If you look at the Nets, because Cam Johnson can shoot lights out. Mikal Bridges hit three every now and then. But their players actually, can shoot three. And the Knicks is right there step in step with them with 3 points made. Now, when we look at rebounding, the Knicks is third. They're fifth. Assists, the Knicks, got to pick that up. We damn near last in that category. They're 15th. Turnovers, we're 15. They're fourth. Assist turnover ratio, we're 23. They're sixth. Block shots, they're 28th, and they're 11th. That's Claxton. I know I said what I said about Claxton, and he do get block shots, but what I mean, they can get so much more for him and right now in this trade to add with Mikal Bridges and Johnson, because I don't think they want to give up Mikal Bridges. They might give up Johnson, but I read an article somewhere where they're not really ready to give up Mikal. They think Mikal is that person, that player. They think that he has the it factor. As I said, I don't see it on any one of these players. Let's move over to their stats real quick. After I go past their blocks, I didn't show y'all, just running up the stats, but let's move over to their stats real quick. All right, we get to the Brooklyn Nets and we look at individual players like Cam Thomas, Johnson. That's another person I forgot to mention. He came over in that trade. Mikal Bridges went, Dinwiddie. You got Lonnie Walker the fourth, and Nick Claxton, Johnson. I like Johnson, Finney Smith, the Nets is trying to get a ransom for Kenny Smith. You know what I'm saying? Sharp is out. Dennis Smith Jr. Y'all remember him? O'Neal can shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? Like they have very talented players. Watford, I like Watford. Simmons is out, but they have very talented players. But together, it just don't fit. They don't fit. But if you take in any one of these players and put them on a contender, they would fit right in. They would be that missing piece. You know what I'm saying? They would be a spark off the bench or whatever you want to call it. But them together, it just doesn't fit. Now let's look at the Knicks real quick, and it's gonna be quick. You know what I'm saying? We see what the Knicks been doing. Like I said, Jalen Brunson is averaging 26 points in 35 minutes. Played 41 games. In 11 games with the New York Knicks, Anunoby is averaging 14 points, shooting 50%, 40% from downtown. Like I'm gonna say it again. The New York Knicks got the better of Toronto. We won that trade. I don't care what nobody say. Talk about it's even. R.J. Barrett's gonna turn out to be this player. Emmanuel Quickly is gonna be an all-star, but is Emmanuel Quickly gonna stay in Toronto? It's cold up there. It's cold up there. I'm just being honest. You look at how these guys stats is like the Knicks. They complain. People complain about the bench, and I know we need an upgrade in certain areas, but this bench is decent. You know what I'm saying? This bench can get it done. If this bench get hot, they can score. Grimes, I don't know how long Grimes going to be here. I want him to be more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Being that he's not in the starting lineup, he don't have to take a backseat to Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson and Anunoby. So now you can take a shot when you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give it up to Josh Hart. You don't have to give it up to Miles McBride. Yeah, you don't have to give. You can take that shot. But the thing I like about Grimes, he's a very unselfish player. Achua, y'all don't heard me. Y'all don't see me in the last video. Y'all know I'm high on Achua. I don't think Achua is somebody that's going to move the needle or anything. But he's a player like you need role players. You need a player that's willing to do the jobs that other players are not or not capable of doing. And Achua, he's going to be looking for a contract. You know what I'm saying? He's about to be a restricted free agent or free agent. It skips my mind right now. So right now, he's going to give you it all. And he's looking for a new home. And the Knicks is on a contending team, a contender team in my mind. That if that one piece come, and I know everybody talking about Murray, but if you heard the rumors and, you listen to what's going on, it really looks like the Lakers got the inside track on that deal. They're just looking for a third op team so they can take on D'Lo. This is what I'm hearing. So we're gonna have to fall back, and I know we hearing talks about Bruce Brown, what's it call him out in Portland, and I mean even one of these players would be good, but again, Toronto is asking for too much for Bruce Brown. I forget what they talking about. If they've said anything important about my man Brogdon, I don't know. We're gonna need some help off the bench, but we don't really need help off the bench. We just need one of them players to get hot and stay hot. But like I said, like a lot of y'all say in the comments, we do need help. Assurance, you know what I'm saying? You need that insurance, you know what I'm saying? We can let McBride or one of the other players be insurance. But like I said, with the Lakers having the inside track on a player that we want, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that the Knicks should take this game. This should be, I'm not going to say a cakewalk, but, we should take this game. We teams under 500. Brooklyn Nets is looking sad right now, and I hate to say it because that's my hometown, Brooklyn. And, man, I'm going to say this again. When they had Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, you couldn't walk down the block without seeing a Brooklyn hat, a Brooklyn jersey, or whatever, Brooklyn in black and white. I'm not going to lie. I don't own nothing. I don't own nothing Nets. You know what I'm saying? Nothing Brooklyn Nets. And I was tempted to go out and get it because, let's be real, the colors is hot. The colors is hot. But I don't own none of that crap because I'm true to my team. I'm true to the New York Knicks. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why they brung the Nets into Brooklyn. I know financially they thought it was a good idea. But to bring that team into the city of New York Knicks and think that they was going to overtake the New York Knicks and here in Knicks hometown in New York, Manhattan, wherever it may be, it ain't in Brooklyn, but I don't understand it. But it's a good look for the borough. I'm not complaining. Been to one game, you know what I'm saying? That took my son, but just one game. But Yeah, we got this game. The Knicks going to keep the streak alive. I know I wasn't here, I went there, and if you stayed with me this long, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.